there, gang. Just a real quick video today, but here's the deal. I was doing my regular grading for the day, and I ran across this book that had an issue I wanted to talk to you about. And I didn't really want to pull the book out to do as part of a regular grading video because, it was on my grading sheet here. I had the sheet all done. I didn't want to mess up the sheet. So I decided to just do a short. And what we're going to talk about is staples. And you may be able to say here, the staples are kind of out of place. Well, that's not unusual for a Marvel book. Well, for an earlier Marvel book, from this vintage, it's a little more unusual, but you can see here, these are not the original staples. They go through the book like that, and you can see that there are pinholes here where the original staples were, and those original staples are gone. Are these the original staples? Are they vintage? I might have told you they were vintage. I'll tell you why in a moment. Now, the fact that the staples are replaced, vintage or not, is sort of not a big deal with this particular book. I would have graded this book if the staples had been there and in the right place as probably a 4.5, maybe a 4. There's a lot of heavy stressing here on the spine. There's blunting on all four corners. We've got some micro tears on this edge. You can see the paper is tanning a little bit. We've got a stain right here. So 4.5, 4, something like that. I didn't really need to narrow it down because the staples bring it down even lower. But initially, what I want to let you know is that according to our Overstreet guide, the fact that the staples have been replaced wouldn't have mattered to a book in this condition. You can replace staples up to fine 6.0, 6.5. That's fine. From very fine to near mint, you can still replace the staples, but they have to be vintage staples. A mint must have the original staples. And I know that seems kind of counterintuitive, that you can replace staples on a book as far up as near mint, but those are the standards. Are these vintage staples? Well, it's hard to say. They do have a certain amount of patina on them, so I might say that they were, vintage in terms of age. They look about the right size and the right gauge, so I probably would have told you that, yeah, those are vintage staples. But here's the issue. If you replace a staple, you got to go through the book stapled into the centerfold the way it is usually done. These staples are just, it's like somebody just, put it into a stapler, bang, hit it, and there it is. And it went all the way through to the back of the book, stapled that way. That makes it a defect. So this book that I would have graded 4.45 gets knocked down to a 3, a good, very good 3.0, because these staples are kind of ham-fisted. That is not replacing a staple. That is not how you would do that. Again, it would have to go through the spine, into the centerfold. Perfectly fine to do that up to a 6.0. You've got to use vintage staples for, 7, 6.5, 7, up to the near mint 9.2, 9.4 range. So anyway, that's all I wanted to point out. I saw that and I thought that's a good discussion point, but I don't want to set this book aside until the next time I do an actual graded video. I wanted to hit you with it right there, right then. So until we meet again, have a super day. Goodbye, good luck, and please, be good to each other.